Good morning. Welcome back to Promontory Decking Headquarters, episode 17. The winds of momentum are shifting. We've landed a small job, and we made a bunch of headway yesterday by doing some small errands. And anyway, let's hop right into it. So yesterday, I took Betty down to get smogged. I found a guy who's going to take that old girl and figure out what it is that I need in order to get her to pass smog. So he's gonna run her on the dyno at first and just see if she passes as she is and how she runs. I know that there's a vacuum leak somewhere in the system, and I get a little bit of an erratic idle, but under load, she runs really, really well. And then I drove around yesterday and I visited 3 different structural engineering firms here in San Diego. And I dropped off a flyer and a capability statement and some business cards to all of them. And I did the same with 2 different architecture firms. The difference was the architecture firms, both firms actually I felt like they were interested in having my information. And I met a president of one and the other owner of the other, and both guys were like impressed by my my willingness to get out there and to network, and they were taken aback by the tangibles that I delivered to them and my messaging. You know, I'm always transparent with anybody I speak with, saying like, this is my first year in business and I'm trying to figure out how to put all the pieces together. And I don't particularly care what the project is, as long as it's within my scope and within my capabilities. I have confidence that my team and I can deliver excellent projects. So, you know, if these architects get stuff that comes across their desk that their network of contractors might not bat an eye at, like, oh, it's not a $5 million house on the side of a cliff in La Jolla, well, then we don't care about doing it. But we're looking for much smaller projects than that and a much more focused niche. So I'm sure that they have a lot of inquiries about designs for outdoor spaces. And anyway, I just had a really good feeling in my stomach after I came home from running those errands yesterday. It felt like all the little things that I'm doing, you know, all the emails that I'm sending out, all of the marketing that I'm trying to do with videos and producing this YouTube channel, and the connections I'm making at these, you know, networking events, NADRA, connecting the dots with Trex, which is another talking point. Today, my name goes live on the Trex website about being a Trex Pro installer. And that is huge for me because it's a badge. It's something I can advertise. It's linked to arguably the most well-known composite decking company in America. And like it feels like all the little things that I've been doing are finally kind of coming to fruition. And I just came home yesterday and I just felt really grateful and proud to have this kind of stress, to take on these kind of challenges, because it means progress. And I've said it in the past, but I will celebrate every little victory because they are few and far between. So we landed a small little job. We have some close friends of ours that called me out a couple weeks ago to their house. They just bought a house in La Mesa. They are a young family. They've got a little baby, a little younger than Elliot, and to my knowledge, they're expecting another. The husband is a great guy. The wife is really close with my wife, and they wanted me to come out and talk to them about doing a patio cover and demoing an old steel one that they had that's kind of rusting away. And they had some plans for their backyard to, because the house is relatively small, and that backyard space is just kind of unused. And they know they needed to do something in the backyard in order to enjoy that space more and to kind of broaden their living area and where they spend time, where they create memories, where they have fun and gather as a family. And so I came up with some renders. We talked about some of their goals and their ideas for the space. And what I initially sent them, I gave them like an estimate, a ballpark estimate. And we hadn't really gotten to the point of choosing finishes, but they kind of got a 3-tiered price. Like, if we do it like this, it's going to be between this range. If we do it like this, it's going to be between this range. And if we choose the high-end finishes with the closed-in ceiling and the ceiling fans and the low-voltage lighting, it's going to look like this. And they immediately got that report back and were like, whoa, that's kind of expensive. And I said, yeah, well, it's, no easy task to deliver this project for you, but I'm here for you as a resource. And whether you choose me to do this job or not, I want you to know that I'm in your corner, and you can always bounce ideas and other contractors' quotes off of me, and I'll give you an honest insight into that. I'm not here to try and get rich off of this one project, but I do have to turn a profit as a business. I have people relying on me, and I have overhead. So things kind of went quiet with them for a couple weeks. And then I got a message yesterday, and they said, look, we bought this kit, and we want to have you install it, and we don't really know how to do the foundation, and we'd really rather have a pro. So really have a pro install it. I can't tell if I'm still recording or not. Okay, well, I think we're still good. Anyway, they gave me a message yesterday, and they had told me, look, we got the patio pavers done, and we got the old structure out of there, and we bought this kit, and we'd love a professional to come and do it. So I'm giving them a homie hookup price. It should be like maybe 2.5 day job to put this louvered patio cover together. And it's nowhere near enough to satisfy the monthly bill or whatever, but it's something to do, and I got an email from my railing supplier, MZ at Enzo Supply, and he told me that the key link railing that we ordered for the Moso bamboo small deck that we did for a previous client is finally showing up this week. So installing that is going to be great because it'll finalize this little deck project and will allow me to kind of take some pictures and do a little walkthrough and get myself acquainted with the Keylink railing system. Keylink makes fantastic products, and this particular product is marketed for within a mile from the beach. So it's manufactured for coastal conditions, and it's not cheap. But oh man, I get emotional when I start seeing the little grains of the little grains of progress happening. And it's hard for me because I've worked so hard and I've had this stubborn horse blinder vision for where I want this business to go. And I've been manifesting this career for 6 years now, thinking about what it's going to take to get to this next level. What is it going to take to level up? What do I have to do to level up? What can I do this week to level up? Everything is about levels and attaining goals. And I stumbled across this Instagram page called Howling Wolf Carpentry. And man, this guy's videos are just painfully accurate to my business and my life. And I think you can see how impactful it is on me, because it doesn't necessarily tell me what to do, but it identifies all of the hurdles that I'm trying to overcome and problems I'm trying to figure out. And I spent like an hour and a half last night scouring this page and ingesting all of his messages. And it feels good to make progress, and it feels good to keep putting the right foot in front of the other, and to wake up and know every day it's not about bringing in millions of dollars. It's about setting the stones for the foundation of this company. And yesterday was just a shift in motion, and it felt really good. So today is about furthering that progress. It's going to mean some follow-up emails with those architects and establishing a paper trail between our companies. I'm going to go take Betty down and get her smogged, and that will allow for everything to go through and for that truck to just be ready to go work. No looking over the shoulder, worried if the police are behind me looking at the tags. And man, I just feel really good about where this is going. And it never happens as fast as I want it to. And that's okay. The point is that it's happening and it's moving along. And I'm doing what I can do, what I can control, to put myself in a better position tomorrow than I was today. And if I keep doing that, it will compound and compound and compound. And we will eventually get to where we want to go. And then when we get there, we'll realize there's still more to attain. And there's still more to do. And it will just never stop. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey and investing your time into my story, into my work. I love you. Thank you for paying attention.